We know how to do it. The country that put a man on the moon can get this much done. It's not a technical challenge. It's a challenge of political will. And I do think if this was going to get done by somebody who came from the existing establishment in either party, it would have happened already and we wouldn't be where we are. It's going to take a new leader from the next generation coming from the outside to get this done. That's something I'm confident that by March of 2025, we have that fixed or on its way to being fixed. Because I don't need Congress for permission or for forgiveness. The Commander-in-Chief gets to get that job done. Thank you, and thank you for your service, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, sure, I'll give you the microphone. And tell us your name.
Jan, I'm here to learn more about you, and I would like to hear more about your faith.
Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. I appreciate you asking about that, because I feel like sometimes people feel a little bit uncomfortable about the personal questions. I actually think it's really important. Half the job of the presidency is our national character, so who we are matters. So I am, for those of you who may not have known, I'm Hindu, which is a little different than the traditional faith people who run for U.S. president. And I'll tell you a little bit about my faith. It's actually very important to me. It's what gives me my freedom, and in many ways it's what led me to this journey that we're on now. I can tell you about that. My faith teaches me that there's one true God, that He put us here for a purpose, and that we have a moral duty to realize that purpose. My parents taught me that we're all equal because God resides in each of us, that He works through us. He works through us in different ways, but we're His instruments, and it's not just being done by us, it's being done through us, and that's what makes us equal, is that fact that God resides in each of us. That's where our equality comes from. I happen to be raised in a pretty traditional household as well. My parents instilled in us, and I'm grateful they did from a young age. You don't appreciate it at a young age. I probably wouldn't have called myself a person of faith for much of my early 20s when I was in college and otherwise, but I came back to it. They taught us that family is the foundation, that marriage is sacred. They were very traditional, that it's between a man and a woman, that divorce is not some preference that you opt for. Abstinence before marriage is the way to go, that the good things in life involve a sacrifice. It's not just about this life, but about eternity. That there's more to this life than the aimless passage of time, that we're put here for a purpose. And we have a duty to realize that purpose. Now, are those foreign values or strange values? I look across this country, and at times it certainly can feel that way. Turn on the TV, go to a movie theater, as we did the other night with my son, and it was interesting to see what they put up. Your DEI session at a corporation that you're getting your HR annual training in, what they're teaching at universities and schools and otherwise, those can look like foreign values. But I don't think they're foreign values to most of us in this country. And I don't think they have been for most of our national history either. So I went to St. X High School, it's a Christian high school, and I read the Bible for the first time in 9th grade in scriptures class. And I loved those years at St. X High School. Read the Ten Commandments pretty early on. What does it say? There's one true God. Honor His name. Don't take His name in vain. Observe the Sabbath. Respect your parents. Don't steal. Don't kill. Don't lie. Don't commit adultery. Don't covet. And I didn't feel like I was reading those for the first time, actually. And that's when it hit me that these values don't belong to Hindus. And they don't belong to people of any one faith. They belong to God. And those are the values that I think this nation was founded on, those Judeo-Christian values. And so, will I stand for those values as your next president? You're darn right I will.